Welcome to a Cruise1st Virgin Voyages special now, where vibrant celebrations galore come together for a tempting half hour of cruising in the adults-only playground. Just the place for us, Polly.
Oh yes, get everything sparkly out of the wardrobe. And the redder the better, because we're going to celebrate cruising the Virgin Way next year with the promise of fire, ice, beaches, personality and celebrity all the way.
Celebrity, you say?
Oh yes.
Intriguing. Oh, you mean the cruise with me, don't you? We'll be sailing... No, she doesn't, actually. We'll be sailing Alaska with Virgin for the very first time in May, taking a red-hot sailing voyage in the Caribbean for March and showing you our incredible Cruise with Derek. That's what it says there in front of me. I'm just going to read it. Yeah, come and cruise with us in your Scarlet Hammock Swinging Med for July. But first, before all of that and talk of celebrities, and she doesn't mean me, we go off to Canada and New England for September with a twist. It's 17 nights and we're flying to New York first, and we're going to have 3 nights enjoying the Big Apple, as you have done many times, Polly.
Oh yes, the Big Apple. And that's the kind of place it is. You could go again and again and have a different experience each time, and so much to do. You've got kind of those top things, I guess, you have in your head: the Empire State Building, the Statue of Liberty, but it's a Central Park, but it's so much more than that. Just strolling around is amazing. The dining scene is absolutely incredible. The Broadway shows there are so good as well. I mean, it's just everything's New York. I know when I was there, just seeing those yellow taxis was exciting. You know, you honestly feel like you're walking along and around a film set. It's 3 nights here is just going to be amazing. And seeing it day and night, you can see the Statue of Liberty in the day, and then at night lit up, just incredible.
Strikes me as the kind of place you could walk. If you walked around it for 3 days and it was pouring down with rain, it still wouldn't disappoint. Do you know what I mean? Then it's time for our cruise. We're on board Valiant Lady for 13 fabulous nights, and eyes on this footage if you are coming to cruise with us next summer as well, because this is the kind of fun that we'll be having.
So much fun. I mean, Virgin they've like flipped cruising on its head and just made this adults only experience with so much fun. Now, she launched in 2022, Valiant Lady, the second ship in the Virgin Voyages fleet. So very, very modern, very, very new. I mean, it's a whole different vibe. If you've cruised before, this is just a completely different experience.
Oh, they have taken off, let me tell you, absolutely taken off. Obviously, the 4th ship, Brilliant Lady, is launching literally, probably as you're watching this, very, very soon indeed this summer. But the ships just have this life and this energy. And I'll tell you what, everybody comes back and tells me from Virgin so far: food like you would not believe. That's the headline for so many people here. They love the vibe, they love the easygoing nature of the whole cruise, they love the fact that so much is included. But food, they say, you know, like, you know, sometimes there's an expectation for included dining that maybe it's secondary these days.
Of course,
to the things that you pay a little bit more for. Everyone comes back and says the quality of the food. Well, the menus are actually curated by Michelin star chefs, which is amazing. So they're behind the calibre of the dining. Some you need to book, they're all included, but some you need to book in advance, and they really are a hot ticket.
And that's what's different as well. It's all included, the dining. So you're getting this Michelin star. You know, what you would normally think is a specialty restaurant included in your fare. That's very exciting in itself and quite different. Entertainment is a huge part of being on board. I mean, the shows, the energy, and you might think, oh my goodness me, that sounds exciting, but it's a bit much. But there is also a lot of relaxation and a lot of wellness element to it as well. So you can really, really relax in the spa if you want to. You know, it's entirely up to you, kind of how late you stay up. No one's going to force you to.
That's good.
But exactly, you can do a little bit of yoga there if you want to relax, or lie in. But there is so much going on board. I think you just won't want to miss out. You want to have that opportunity to get involved, and you really will, because it's just amazing. Cruising out of New York and arriving in Boston in Massachusetts. I mean, there's amazing things going on in Boston. You've got whales. It's so beautiful to go and see some whale spotting, wouldn't you? Just really, really enjoy that while you're there as well, and all the yummy food. It's on to Portland in Maine next. I would recommend choosing a lobster boat experience, because it involves a brewery crawl as well. You get to catch some fresh lobster, you boil it on the seaside, and then you go and have a brewery tour and have a few drinks. I mean, perfect day, isn't it? St. John in New Brunswick in Canada is next. There's a great tour here, the Irving Nature Park and Coastal Trails. arranged by Virgin. You hike the rugged shoreline, you explore the forest, you see all the estuaries. I mean, the dramatic views are amazing. On to Halifax in Nova Scotia. Now, you can kind of skip the standard city walk for the Peggy's Cove Explorer with sidecar tour. You ride a motorcycle sidecar, you go see the lighthouse. I mean, that's quite a fun way to do it. Back into New York for the day. Again, amazing tours, but if you just want to get off and take the day at your leisure, you can entirely do that and just go and ride in a yellow taxi, get your picture if you want to while you're there as well. And it's amazing because there is so much going on in New York. A day at sea, and then you'll arrive in Bermuda at King's Wharf. Now, you've got an overnight on board in port here, which is fantastic. You can make the most of that overnight with one of the sure thing Virgin excursions, like the Harbour Nights Festival. And it's great because you're there in the evening. You get to see the colourful market stalls. You hear that live island music as well, well into the evening. After that, you're sailing back to New York and flying home.
You've tempted me. Actually, what we've done, you can see here, because obviously you go back into New York and then you go back out again, is we have put 2 cruise itineraries together here and put it back to back, because you just wouldn't you? Anyway, for the chance to, do Canada and New England, you're doing it at the right time as well, because of course you are moving from summer into autumn, so you are looking at those, changing of the season. It's a bit like, going to Japan in March, April, isn't it? You go there for the blossom and the all of that. Same thing with Canada and New England. September and October is peak time to go and do that. But it's also nice to nip out to Bermuda as well for a couple of days and just have a few extra days of cruising. And honestly, the difference was like so slight. We thought, you would love it. And actually, the whole thing comes out at 17 nights. So everything about this holiday is complete and utter magic, I think. Lots of holiday, first of all. Lots of fun. New York, for heaven's sake. And the cruise. It is incredible. Let me show you the price tag for the whole trip. Because again, I know people that easily spend this kind of money going to New York and spending any kind of time just in New York. And that's before they've gone to a restaurant. That's before they've bought a ticket for a show. That's before they've actually lived. And you know what it's like? It's $20 to breathe in a lot of places when you're in America. Do you know what I mean? It's one of those. But because you're on the cruise, the lion's share of the time for this, so much is covered while you're on that cruise. Your deposit today is just £349 each, which is great. And you are just going to have a brilliant time holidaying in New York first, including your flight there and 3 nights in a hotel. And then we're on board Valiant Lady with Virgin Voyages for 13 nights of Canada and New England cruising, including Boston. And then you come back into New York for the day, and then you nip out to Bermuda, to King's Wharf for an overnight there. So it's almost like a cheeky extra little cruise as well. And there's so much included while you're on the cruise as well. So it's over $1,000 worth of value as soon as you get onto your Virgin voyage, which is great. And remember, deposit today will lock it in for you. Here's everything you need to know. And in terms of the inclusions, and this is for every Virgin voyage, by the way, whether it's 2 nights or 22, all of your dining is included. Some you have to book, but you can also do that thing they do on the app now where you can join the virtual queue and whatever to find out reservations and stuff like that and make it so easy. Because you know what would happen is you get into the virtual queue and you'd be sat in a bar somewhere else, wouldn't you? And then you just know the very minute to go when your table's ready. I like that kind of dining's my kind of dining. You've got your Wi-Fi included. That's a given with every Virgin voyage. You've got soft drinks included, all of your tips and gratuities, group fitness, the entertainment, and so much more. Now, you can also pre-book a bar tab for your drinks, which is basically you give them some money and then you spend that as you want to, as opposed to a drinks package when you're on board. So if you want to know more about that, talk to the team, 0800 953 4700. There's another thing you can do as well, which is called Shake for Champagne when you're on board Virgin Voyages as well. I'll definitely be shaking it on this cruise as well, because this is the details of the Cruise with Derek for next year. There are loads of you booked already. Honestly, the phone started ringing the second the very first show went out on air, and there's already we're already on our way to our first 100 straight away, and this has been only launched a very, very short time. So if you fancy coming out to the Med with us next year, we've got an exclusive deal. Of course we have. It's a cruise with me. The French Riviera, Spain and Italy. It's 7 nights. We go on the 4th of July. Flights in and out of Barcelona included. 7 nights on board Valiant Lady, and we're going into the port for Rome there, Civitavecchia, Livorno for Rome and for Pisa and Florence, should I say. We've got Cannes, and we've got an overnight in Ibiza as well. Bring your glow sticks, please. Thank you very much. A yellow cap as well. Everyone has a balcony on this one, and we've got an exclusive $200 onboard spending money for coming and cruising with us. And that's quite aside the fact that we'll have special events and exclusive events on board. Which are going to be brilliant. We're going to have a great time. If you fancy joining us, details are on the screen. Low deposit is there for you now. The deposit today is £199, is that right? Yeah, £199 each deposit today. This has been a bit of a bolt out of the blue for us. We've been waiting to launch it for a long, long time, and it is already proving really, really popular. So if you fancy coming to join us, you can look at VV211 on the website, or give our team a call today. They've got all the details. They're getting plenty of calls about it. 0800 953 4700. And I did ask someone who's coming on that trip, I said, come on, what kind of drew you to it? And I said, don't say me or I'll go and hide in a cupboard. And actually they said, you know what? Actually, I really like the look of the good time people have when they come and cruise with you, and it was a bit closer to home. A lot of people wanted to cruise just that little bit closer to home, so come and join us. It will be great doing it with Virgin for the first time.
Yeah, it's a really nice itinerary. Right, next up, we're off to join Virgin Voyages again, as they're going to make their debut in Alaska on the fabulous, brand new, brilliant Lady from May through to September. And you'll be first too, with 10 nights of voyaging, and you'll fly out of the UK to Vancouver on the 8th of May for a 3-night stay in a hotel here first.
Exciting.
What a way to kick things off. It's such a vibrant city. You've got mountains and beautiful scenery, meeting the sea and a city. I mean, stroll along the gorgeous Cole Harbour. You can bike the seawall in Stanley Park. You can snack your way through Granville Island Market if you like. If you just love a view, head up to Vancouver Lookout Point. You can take a float plane tour over the harbour as well. Just a great way to spend a few days before joining the brand new star of the Virgin Voyages fleet, Brilliant Lady, for your 10-night full board cruise. I mean, she's setting sail imminently. We're very, very excited
about to start sailing.
Her launch.
So that will be 4 ships then in the Virgin fleet. Very, very exciting, and some unique twists to Brilliant Lady as well.
Yeah, I mean, she's like all the others, no kids, no fuss, just great food and a good time. But on board, well, she's not just a cruise. She's basically, I describe her as a floating festival. You've got cabaret, a club, a theatre, a playground, all in one for adults. Sounds great, doesn't it? And I mean, entertainment is a massive thing on board, and they do everything differently. First, you've got the Red Room. That's the ship's main theatre, but it's completely, well, it's anything but traditional. Full-on immersive shows that get you involved in the action as well. One of the headline acts is Red Hot. I mean, that's just a celebration of 5 decades of Virgin records. You've got duets on board. That's a smoother vibe, which is fantastic. Over in the Manor, that's the ship's late night nightclub as well. It wouldn't be Virgin without a drag show. On Brilliant Lady, you've got the Diva Goes West. I mean, you've got theme nights as well. I mean, Scarlet Night is just that Virgin signature red party as well. Completely reimagined. It's got new choreography, music, pop-up surprises as well. You've got the Electric Glow Party on board. Think neon face paint, UV light, jellyfish parades. I mean, yeah, a custom-built photo booth that lights you up. I mean, amazing. During the day, there's lots going on. You've got the Aquatic Club for poolside cocktails. There's DJ sets, even surprise performances as well. There's other more traditional things like cooking demos, but I mean, it's completely twisted on its head because it's Virgin.
This is going to rock Alaska, isn't it? Absolutely. So out of Vancouver we go for our 10 nights then.
Arriving in Ketchikan, yes, in Alaska. Get your boots muddy here. You can go on a backcountry jeep and canoe safari. I mean, you'll drive through fantastic rugged trails, and then you get to paddle through remote alpine lakes. Just stunning. Sitka is next. Oh, you can see sea otters on the wildlife quest. I mean, it's beautiful. Otters, whales, bald eagles, all though from a warm, lovely catamaran with a drink in hand. You don't have to get your feet wet. That sounds nice, doesn't it? It's lovely. Oh, you'll cruise by Hubbard Glacier. It's just beautiful. You can wrap up warm though. You can get a front row seat on the top deck and just see amazing glaciers, just incredibly beautiful.
With a nice hot chocolate.
Oh yes, oh yeah, lovely. Skagway is next. Here you can hop aboard the White Pass and Yukon Route Railway. It's an epic vintage train ride through tunnels, waterfalls, sky-high mountain passes. It's gold rush drama. Amazing. Juneau is next. I mean, here you can hop off the cruise ship and have a wander around, or do something more exhilarating, like hop on a helicopter and see the glaciers from above, and then do maybe a bit of ice walking. So much going on. Icy Strait Point is next. Here you can fly down the world's longest zip line, spot bears in the wild, and then head back to the dock for fresh crab. Ooh, it sounds exciting, doesn't it? It's thrill and chill all in one. A couple of days at sea and you'll arrive in Seattle. You'll come off the cruise ship and we have secured for you 2 nights in a hotel to end this epic adventure. It's really quirky here. You can start at Pike Place Market. You've got flying fish, fresh flowers, indie crafts. Then you can go to the original Starbucks. This is where it started, and have a coffee. Epic views. You can go to the Space Needle as well, or take a ride on the Seattle Great Wheel. So much to do before you fly back home. What
an adventure, hey. This is brilliant. This is just perfect, actually, because I think there's a lot of people out there that actually maybe have this impression that Alaska is maybe in general for a more mature crowd and a more kind of sedate kind of experience. And actually what you've got here is the very best of both. Actually, I think a lot of people are great adventurers, but they're also very young at heart as well. So they want nice vibrancy while they're on board. But yes, they still want to see the wonderful things, the whale watching, the glaciers. Remember, Alaska changes every single year. The reason why their cruises are only sort of May to September is because, you know, it's kind of locked in ice the rest of the time. It is amazing to see, because this is the dawn of the first cruising season with Virgin, and the dawn of a new year of wonderful scenery in Alaska as well. You are going to have the greatest time, I think. 10-night voyage all told. You've got your stays in Vancouver and Seattle included. And again, of course, from us, you've got an incredible price tag. We are working so closely. We've always worked very closely with Virgin Voyages. We've been there partnering with them since they launched back in 2027. They're still such a brand new cruise line, and yet it's the name of Virgin. It's the name that we've known for decades for so many different things, predominantly music. A lot of that will be on the ship for you as well. Deposit on this, £199 each. It's adults only cruising, but you're doing it up in Alaska. You've got your flight included, of course, over to Vancouver first, then your 3-night stay there. If you want us to hook you up with something like the Rocky Mountaineer or another experience in Vancouver, just let us know. We can do that. Then you've got your 10 nights of cruising, as Polly mentioned, adults only, cruising through Alaska, having the greatest time. Your tips included, Wi-Fi included, every one of the dining venues are included, soft drinks, amazing entertainment and more, as you just enjoy beauty. Over $1,000 worth of included value the second you get on board as well. You are going to have the greatest time. Of course, the cruise ends in Seattle. We've also included a 2-night hotel stay there before your flight back to the UK. So we have absolutely crammed that price full of value, but it's low deposit today. Here's the details. So good. So absolutely brilliant. For those of you who've been waiting to go and see Alaska, for those of you who've cruised with Virgin before, just a quick note on board Brilliant Lady as well. If you've cruised with Virgin before, there's a change in the dining as well coming on Brilliant Lady as well. So in Razzle Dazzle of an evening will now be a restaurant called Rojo, which is Spanish for red. I hope I pronounced it correctly. So it's going to be Spanish on board, which is amazing. It'll be a huge new exciting twist as well. They've got a new menu in Gunbei as well, the Korean barbecue, which is wonderful. You'll have ship eats, of course, which is 24 hours a day food whenever you want it, freshly made for you, even if it's 3 in the morning and you fancy a burger. That's absolutely fine and dandy. So really nice. And the Scarlet Night party, completely different to the other ships as well, enhanced, but just that overall personality as well. So that's well worth knowing, because Brilliant Lady, of course, is the latest of the 4 and she is launching literally imminently. Right then, As we mentioned, both of us, a cruise with Virgin Voyages is absolutely far from the ordinary, and it is full of surprises. And this next Red Hot Sailing Club voyage out of Miami in March promises one or two extra surprises and maybe a familiar face or two as Virgin celebrate 50 years of their music pedigree on board. First things first, though, we'll fly you off to Miami on the 9th of March for a 3-night hotel stay, which is very, very nice. And that's where you'll find me, I think, on one of those beaches.
Oh, yes, one of them. You've got to head to South Beach. It's just amazing. The people watching there is brilliant. There's even a gym on the beach. You can get a picture. You don't have to do it. We're seeing their windward walls. I mean, it's graffiti that is just pure artwork. It's so beautiful. There's so much you can do here. You can do sunrise yoga on the beach, which sounds lovely. I did go and do a sunrise jog, and I just watched people. It's like a thing they join to watch the sunrise every day. It's really, really special there. You've got little Havana. There's so many different parts to it. You will definitely have the best time before joining Brilliant Lady of Virgin's V Terminal in Miami for your 9-night full board cruise. Now, as you were saying, Derek, this is quite special, this cruise, isn't it?
Oh, yeah,
and there's going to be some surprises on board, some special themed evenings, and some celebrity musical performances as well.
Yes, and they've had some big names. We can't reveal the names because Virgin haven't revealed the name actually or the names for this cruise yet, but it's quite likely that the CEO of Virgin Cruises will be on board, and that's not Richard Branson. He's further up the chain, but they've had some pretty big celebs.
Oh, they have. They've had Kathy Sledge from Sister Sledge on board before, Mel C from the Spice Girls before. So we're talking top level names. There will be something happening on board. Well, lots of things happening on board.
I tell you what, I've seen Mel C in concert, but it was at the Guildhall in Preston. It wasn't on a cruise out of Miami. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I mean, amazing.
That's brilliant.
On board Virgin's newest ship.
Well, also you will get to see these people around the ship as well. There'll be many other celebrations as well. They only do 1 or 2 of these cruises a year as a kind of, marking the celebration of Virgin music as well. So you think of all the artists there have been over beyond 50 years of Virgin Records, for instance. This is going to be fun.
Yeah, you just touched on before as well, Rojo, the new restaurant by Razzle Dazzle.
Yeah.
So, I was looking into the menu, amazing Spanish tapas. I mean, you've got paellas, but they're so elevated. Cocktails with a flamenco twist as well. Nice. Pink Agave as well. That's a Mexican hacienda-style restaurant. Oh, amazing. You've got tamales and fiery margaritas. Delicious. There's a Korean barbecue on board as well. But as well as all these amazing restaurants, there are more casual options as well.
Oh, massive choice.
So, it's entirely up to you.
There's the galley, where you kind of pick up a bit of this from over there and a bit of that from over there. It's all brought to you. It's all cooked fresh for you as well. I mean, people can't believe when they get on board one of these ships just how incredible the food is. And literally, it's like a 24-hour-a-day city as well. Listen, you can dip in as much as or as little of that as you want to as well. But whenever you want fun, it's kind of waiting.
It's there. And if you want to relax, you can go to the dock. It's an al fresco lounge. You can just have a spritz, a pressed juice with the sea breeze in the air. There.
Lovely.
Yeah, in your hair.
Sounds
you can do that. You can do all of that and you'll have a great time. Out of Miami, arriving in the Dominican Republic. Oh, yes, we're in the Caribbean. You can get off that ship. You can do an amazing excursion, go zip lining, or you can just head to the beach. It's entirely up to you, but it will be sunny and you will have the best day, whatever you do. Next is St. John's Antigua. Oh, you can go off-roading here on a 4x4 tour. You stop at all the lookout points. You can just grab a beachside bite while you're there as well. And there's 365 beaches. So, you'll have a good day. Basseterre St. Kitts, there are guided hikes through the rainforest here and you get to see the most amazing waterfalls. You'll probably see monkeys in the wild as well. I mean, it's amazing. It's a real adventure day, but it's kind of like very special moments. A couple of days at sea and you'll arrive at the Beach Club at Bimini in Bahamas. Wow, this is your private slice of sort of bliss, basically. You have got white sand, soft beaches. You've got turquoise waters. You've got a DJ there
Look
playing
at how relaxed you suddenly sound.
Yeah, there's sleek cabanas that you can sort of relax in the day, swim, snorkeling, trying some paddle boarding, or just sipping a glass of rosé by that gorgeous lagoon-style pool.
But on this cruise, obviously because this is a special Red Hot cruise as well, there's going to be some music here as well.
Well, there is. When the sun sort of starts to dip, there's bonfires, the sunset DJ sets. There's, oh my gosh, the beach just lights up for golden hour as well. So whether you're there to like recharge and relax, or you want to go there and party, it's for you. I think you could do the best of both, can't you, basically?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, just look at it. That's just, immediately I can feel myself there. I mean, your toes just walking through that sand. Just the most amazing. And like, it's you will have that celebrity day. You will have that special where you feel so iconic.
We might have a Spice Girl there with you.
Well, yeah.
And then we finished the cruise in Miami, and sadly, maybe with a, maybe with a paracetamol or two in our handbags and purses and pockets, we'll fly back to the UK. That's fine. You can
sleep on the way home.
Fully recovered by the time you get back. You'll be absolutely fine. Of course, you'll be drinking responsibly one at a time while you're away, all the way through that holiday. Remind me, I haven't told you about shaking for champagne yet. Anyway, this is Cruising with the Stars in the Caribbean in March for this very special Virgin Red Hot sailing with a 3-night stay in Miami included as well, and your flights. And this price is pretty good considering as there's going to be stars on board, which I think is really, really nice. Who will it be this time? So it's been Mel C from the Spice Girls. It's been Kathy Sledge from Sister Sledge. We are family. Who will it be this time? This will be extra special as well. Here's all the details you need. There will be special live performances on board, themed parties, inspired programming, and so much more. Deposit for this will get you in just £199 each. I know quite a few of you right now that I message backwards and forwards all the time who are regular cruisers, going to really, really like the sound of something like this on Virgin, so get booked in as quickly as you possibly can. 0800 953 4700. Now I need to, just before we run out of time, I need to tell you about Shake for Champagne, because this was something that I'd heard about before. Of course, Jenny has been here, and we've had other guests as well from Virgin Voyages, SJ here, over the years, talking about, and it's kind of in Shake for Champagne, it's been kind of like a passing thing. We've mentioned it and gone, oh, you can shake for champagne, but in reality what it means is you've got the Virgin app on your phone. You literally, there's a setting on there where you can literally shake your phone, and for around about $100 I think it is, a bottle of Moet and Chandon champagne will come to where you are on the ship, and up to 4 glasses. You let them know how many you want, and you can have a good old little champagne party.
This is a game changer.
I know. So I think we'll be shaking for champagne, not too often obviously, because there is a price to pay, but what
a treat, though.
What a great celebration. Talking of which, fancy coming cruising with me next year? We are cruising out to the Med, to and from Barcelona for a whole week, and we fly out on the 4th of July. Do you fancy coming with us? Everyone has a balcony on this one, by the way. There's loads of you who have decided to come and join us already. It is brilliant. So flights in and out of Barcelona. We've got a 7-night cruise on Valiant Lady, and we're visiting into the port for Rome, Livorno, which is for Florence and Pisa. We're going into Cannes for the day, and an overnight in, tell me how to say it properly.
Oh, Ibiza.
Ibiza.
Oh, Ibiza.
Ibiza.
The correct way, but we'll just say Ibiza.
Ibiza.
But the Brits say Ibiza, but I think Ibiza.
Okay, fantastic. Well, however you say it, we're going to be there for 2 days, which means you can go out raving and misbehaving with Derek. That's going to be one of the events, I'm sure. Exclusive events have on board, and we've also got $200 of onboard spending money exclusively if you come and book it with us right now. Call my team today, 0800 953 4700, and come and cruise with Derek, because we're here for a good time, not a
long time.
Thank you very much. Exactly. And it's a nice close to home. It's not too far away. We're just going around the Med, and we're finally going to Ibiza with our glow sticks. I don't care if
it's gonna be the best. Yeah, age is just a number.
Let's do it. See you back here later.
Bye-bye.